Okay, well, Democrats have wasted no time in getting behind Vice President Kamala Harris and her campaign for the presidency.
CTV National's Scott Hurst is live this morning for more on this. It's been a stunning sort of 24, 48 hours. Scott, is it any more clear this morning whether the Democrats are planning a coronation or perhaps a leadership challenge in convention?
Good morning, Nick and Jen. It appears all but locked up for Kamala Harris at this point. The U.S. Vice President will be campaigning in Milwaukee, Wisconsin today, the site of last week's Republican National Convention. This campaign stop was announced immediately after the RNC ended, but now it takes on much more significance as this will be her presidential campaign stop. In just one day, her quest for the White House got the backing of most of her potential Democratic rivals and an influx of cash not seen this election cycle. According to the campaign, Harris raised more than $81 million within 24 hours of announcing her campaign for president in the wake of Joe Biden suddenly stepping down on Sunday. It's not official, but Harris appears to have locked up enough support to win the nomination. That means she's convinced enough delegates to back her bid for the White House. And Kamala Harris already taking aim at her likely opponent, Donald Trump, saying as a former prosecutor, she's ready to prosecute the case against the former president.
Okay, and Scott, what has been the Republican strategy since the news of Biden stepping down and endorsing Harris?
The main counterpoint from Republicans, this will be just another 4 years of what they call failed Biden policies. They've been incredibly critical of his handling of the economy, inflation, and cost of living. And she, of course, has served as vice president for the last several years of the Biden presidency. And the Trump campaign says it's already been preparing for a potential rival against Kamala Harris in the race for the White House for several weeks now. And for several years, Republicans have been critical of how Kamala Harris has handled the southern border crisis. And so even though it's not official and even though it's been less than 48 hours since Biden dropped out of the race, it appears both sides are already sharpening their attacks against each other in the race for the White House, which is just over 100 days now until the election in November.
Yeah, the countdown is definitely on, and it's getting a much clearer picture of the battle. Okay, that is CTV National's Scott Hurst reporting live. Scott, appreciate this. Thanks.
Thanks a lot.